Hi guys. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah, we in business. All right. Give me a moment while I update my socials because this is not the link that I sent out earlier today. Devil been busy, but that's okay. Okay. So give me about 2, maybe 3 minutes. But why? Hey, Danny. Hey, Mystic TV reads. What was I about to do? I have ADD. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Okay, so while I'm updating the socials and making sure everybody know where we're at as far as the live, because like I said, the link that I sent out earlier is not the link that is apparently working. Can you guys drop me an emoji in the comments that describes how your week has been going so far? Not the crying emoji. What's wrong, Bucci? Hey, I feel you. I feel you. Oh, okay. The thinking emoji. Okay. What we thinking about, friend? Okay, I got one more place I need to update. and then we're going to kick this thing off. I know that's right. And you make sure you take time to do that. Don't let nobody stop you from doing just that. Okay? Hopefully, whoever's supposed to be here is here. Because let's go ahead and kick this thing off. Priest, listen, first of all, I have not, this is I'm reading this book for the first time like y'all are. So I'm going through it just like y'all going through it, right? But first, before we get into the book, I just want to talk a little bit about cuffing season, the book club as a whole, and tell you guys how I came up with the idea of cuffing season. So I've always wanted to start a book club of my own. I've been a part of three book clubs, two book, one book club for since 2020, and then I've recently joined three other book clubs. And I said, you know what? I want to have my own book club, okay? But it was always like, what type of books are we going to read? Because I didn't want my book club to be similar like other book clubs, or I wanted to take the best from different book clubs and combine it all into one. And so I love romance. At first, I wanted to do a thriller, like a mystery thriller in like the winter, but I just can't get enough of black romance, right? And I said, well, you know what? Just lean on into what you like, girl. Don't even worry about it. And I was talking to Trinity of Love and Color. So if you guys are not following Love and Color over there on Instagram and TikTok, make sure y'all are following over there, right? Because she has some big things going on. So I was talking to her about the book club that I wanted to start. And we decided together that we would have a partnership. So our partnership is all the authors that are with Cuffing Season Book Club, the books that we're reading, they are a part of Love in Color. So Love in Color is a platform that spotlights indie black authors, which I love. That I think that's amazing. And so we had six authors that was interested in collaborating with us for the book club. And so I was reading through the books and just trying to decide between out of all the six which ones I would choose. And I chose three, obviously. But there are more authors that want to work with this book club. Now, initially, I wanted this book club to be in person because if you didn't know, I am in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so we were thinking that the book club would be in person. But as life would have it, y'all know how that goes. If you are following me on social media on She Read That, then you know that I recently, the news just recently came out that I'm going to be hosting Love in the Carolinas. So I'm very excited about that. But with that, I needed to pull back some. So I said, you know what? Maybe not in person this year. Maybe that's something we could look for next time. So we're doing it virtually and we're going to rock that way. Thank you, Boo. Thank you. So that's why the book club is not in person, but I like that because we're able to include everybody, right? That wants to participate. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention about the reading pace and expectations, please don't be hard on yourself. If you haven't read the book or you've only read a little bit, don't even worry about it. Thank you. Don't even worry about it if you haven't read where the pacing says that you should be at. The reason why I put that out there is because according to the survey that you guys completed, a lot of people have never been a part of a virtual book club. And I feel like with the experience I have with being in book clubs, sometimes like everything can get in the way except for reading. Like that's like the last thing you get to do is to sit back and enjoy your books, right? But I found in my own personal reading journey, if I kind of just map it out and say, okay, if I read 5 chapters today and 5 chapters 2 days from now, then I can finish this book, 5 chapters, 5 chapters, then I can finish this book by the end of the week. Versus how a lot of people do, they pick up a book. I hope somebody is mowing their grass at 8:11 at nighttime, and it is making me upset. I hope y'all can't hear that. But if you pace yourself like that, then the likelihood you'll finish the book. But if you don't, then you'll have a book that you've been reading for months, girl. And there's too many good books out here to be reading one book for months. Oh no. Okay, let me see. Can I fix it? I'm gonna have to call IT, aka my husband up here. Okay. So I have a message that the internet is going in and out, and I'm trying to. No, it's probably not yours, girl. Oh, is anybody else getting? That's how we could. That's how we can figure it out. Am I coming across clear to everybody else? Because I do have it up right here, so I can see um, my interactions. I'm gonna keep going because we're gonna be here for a good time, not a long time, okay? Because I know y'all got stuff to do. Let's get through it. So it's just a suggestion, the pacing that I put out there. So don't feel like you have to be tied to that. Okay, well let me know, girl, if the internet goes wonky and we can figure out something to do for that. Okay, okay, okay. So some people, they like the check-ins, but then some people are like, "Girl, I'll just see you on the 22nd when we have the overall book club." So, and that's fine too. If you just want to wait until the book is done and just meet with us over Zoom and do it that way, that's fine too. And for the book club, I really just wanted to create a community of Black women that are interested in reading, or they already read and they want to be around other people that um, like to read as well. So we're reading Priest by Bree Sade. Mm, that's good. So some people, they're going to be talkative and saying a lot, but some of y'all just want to sit back in the background and just listen, and that's fine too. There's no pressure. We're not going to be calling on folks and doing all that kind of jazz. We're not doing that. If you haven't picked up, so I have been sending out newsletters. I hope you guys have been reading my newsletters, but I've been sending out weekly newsletters just to kind of give you some additional information. And in the newsletter, I mentioned that Bree Sade will be joining us on September 22nd for a live discussion. Are y'all book clubs doing that? Because I don't know none. Okay. That is one of the things that sets Cuffing Season Book Club apart from other book clubs, is that every time we are going to have the author join us during the discussion, which I think is amazing. And we have a giveaway planned. I'm gonna hold on to that for a little while longer, but we do have a giveaway planned. And if you are keeping up with my newsletter, you are getting some little tidbits. And then when the giveaway comes up, you'll be like, oh yeah, now I remember. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows where to get the book if you haven't started, or if you wanted to know where to get the book. The book is on Kindle Unlimited. So if you're subscribed to Kindle Unlimited, you can get it there, or you can purchase it from Amazon. You can also purchase it from the author's website directly. The link is in the newsletter. I can send that out if you need. But if you get it from the author, it's going to take a minute for it to get here because she up in Michigan. So you're not going to probably get it in time for the actual book club. But that's where you'll find the book. As I said before, if you haven't finished the book, don't worry. Just come to the meetings. That's fine. I have a question. Did anybody try that espresso martini recipe? Make sure y'all are following me on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, of course, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Who you don't like espresso martinis, girl? Are you a lemon drop girl? I'm curious. Or maybe not at all. See, I have my husband. He keep reminding me that not everybody be drinking. So that's why we also have tea. So cozy season is not just about drinking alcohol. Just whatever you like to drink during the colder months. That's what we want to get into. But I try to a margarita. Period. Yes. I like me a spicy margarita. That's my jam. I am trying to post on all the social medias, but sometimes I forget, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just slips through. So if you're following me on all social medias, then and paying attention to your email with the newsletter, then you should be informed. Especially all information is going to go in that group me. But if you like me, I turn my group me on and off. Well, not now because I got y'all. But typically, I'll turn that group me on and off because I ain't got time for all them notifications and stuff like that. But I want to make sure that you guys have your information. So I'll be doing this weekly newsletter up until the last meeting, December 22nd. At that point, then I'll go to a monthly newsletter until we get back to cuffing season, which will be September of 2026. The next book, we're going to announce that on September 22nd when we have our book club. But I will be giving out some hints. I think next week I'm going to give out some hints on what the next book is. You guys are going to like this. Okay. Did anyone click on the playlist for Priest? Because I thought I might have did something there. Hi. Welcome to the party. Were you able to access the playlist? I know some of y'all are Android. Oh, hey, Jury. I was like, who is this? So with the playlist, I have to figure out something because I'm an Apple girly. And I don't have a Spotify. So hopefully some of you guys were able to. Oh Lord, you in the kids account. Bless your heart. Well, I'm glad you was able to access it because I thought I said no kids on this here channel. But I'm glad you're here, girl. I'm glad you're here. The playlist, it goes hard. It goes hard. You have Spotify. See, I got to figure it out. I'm going to get it figured out. Before the next newsletter goes out. And that'll give me some additional time to add some songs to. Because as I'm reading, I think about songs and I want to add it. So don't worry about that. We're going to get you right. So here are the tropes. Also in the newsletter, I mentioned about some tropes that came up. What do you guys think about the secret baby? I mean, that's not a favorite trope of mine, but I can dig it. The way that it was laid out in this book, I was surprised. Most times you can see it coming, right? But this really surprised me. I was like, whose baby is this? Or did I miss something? Because I'm always one for maybe I missed something. But she took me for a loop. Oh, did you? You saw it coming. Oh, I did not see it coming. Who else saw it coming? It was a surprise to me. I think, as I'm thinking about it, I think he did mention 2 years later. Got you. Got you. I felt like while they were getting ready to do, while they were doing the do or getting ready to do or just finished doing the do, it was something about the contraceptive was not in place. I felt like I read that. So I should have saw it coming, but I just didn't. I was just like, oh, I didn't even pay attention to that. Kept on reading. But then I love a book that has two point of views. Oh, oh, okay, okay, okay. See, now I think I might like a secret baby now because I like the way that went out. But I was talking about the dual point of views, POVs, because some books, I think that's very important that we get the male's perspective as well as the female's perspective in the relationship and as they're moving through things. When they just do one sided, I just be like, mm-mm. I got to know what he was thinking. So I like that she broke it down like that chapter by chapter too. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Chapter by chapter we switched up. So because I get distracted very easily. So keep me in line. Don't try to do too much. And according to the survey that I picked out, you guys like a he falls first. And I'm in that number as well. I love a he falls first. It's my absolute favorite. So, in the book, what was a moment that stuck with you the most? Put in the chat what moment stuck with you the most. Let me see if. So, for me, it was that feet washing scene. I said, now what's going on? That was a little intense. Oh, yes, that was a tender moment. That was definitely a tender moment. Right, right. Because he didn't know that baby. He did not know that baby. Like, I need a little time. But no, he stepped right on in. Not stepdaddy, real daddy. Not stepdaddy. Real daddy. Stepped right on in that thing. We love that. But why she keep that man from his baby though? What y'all think? That wasn't even on my questions because I just want to know why y'all think she kept that man from that baby. Just struggling. Oh, you right, because it was a one night stand. Right, 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 right. When he was talking about he was going to see his sister, he had to go take care of a family emergency, and she thought he was lying. Hmm. I think she thought that he'd think she was trying to trap him. Oh, but she didn't know how to find him. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much we kind of gathering that she didn't know how to find him because it was a one night stand. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's why. Mm. You know, mm, that's one of the things that gets under my skin. Because I'm like, we cannot have these children out here without knowing their parents. What if there's some type of medical emergency and the baby needs a transfusion? We don't know the family history. We don't know none of that. That makes me mad. Baby just sick. We don't even know the daddy could have had sickle cell gene or anything, or this what is it, sickle cell trait or anything. Oh yeah, leaving for an emergency would have had me pissed off. She was so hurt in the past. She didn't know he was different. They were just hooking up. Yeah, she was trying to be grown. Period. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But what do we think about priests? I mean, it's early, but yeah, yeah, and it's so early though. I'm like, what else could he do? Because the girls are already talking about how that's their man, book boyfriend, book husband. They're talking big talk about priests, but we just getting started. What do y'all think about him? I like how he stepped up to her cousin sis. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The way that the way that he be so in tune. Okay, yes, yes, because our good sis, she's a little. I guess she's just a little. She seems like she's a little reserved because it's given. I also said that opposites. One of the other tropes in this book is opposites attract because he's like alpha male, take care, and she's just like, oh, I don't know. BDE. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, yes, he does. He does pay attention and cater to our good sis, her needs and stuff. I love that. I love that paying attention. Um, so which one? And he takes up for her. Yes, he's guarded. She's guarded and has tunnel vision. I be making up words sometimes when I read, so not too much on me. So, what character are you rooting for the most right now? What do we think about our? I don't know. I guess I'm kind of rooting for the FMC because I want to see her blossom more, come out more, because she's so into being amazed out of everything that this man is doing and can do for her. I'm like, okay, so okay, he's doing it, he got it, he got it. Where you at? Step up, come up to the line. Who are y'all rooting for right now? I want to see Satisa stand up to her family and stop letting them take advantage of her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because that sister, no good. No good. Ugh. Yeah, Satisa, I feel like she has at this point in the book, there's a lot of room for growth for her. So I'm looking forward. I hope that's the direction that we're going, Charlie. I hope. I'm ready to see some growth, some evolution, some realization type things from the FMC. I'm rooting for Priest because he's going to have a challenge towing the line for Satisa to keep her feeling safe. Yeah. Ooh, what if we have a third act breakup? A lot of the girls don't like that. And it be over a misunderstanding. They don't like that. Ooh, what if that happens? I guess we'll have to keep reading to find out. Are there any red flags in this relationship? Anything that y'all can see? I know for me, you don't like the third act breakup. Just get it together, people. But for me, what was I going to say? Red flags in the relationship. Oh, I think that the red flag, potential red flags in this relationship is going to be her family. I feel like they're going to get in there, they're going to stir that pot, they're going to mess it up. Red flags. Families. Yes. Keep your family out of your relationship. Okay, his family too. Okay. His sister, she seemed cool though. Talk more about that. His family. I think Prince about to cause some trouble. I think as soon as he trips up on something, she's going to be like, "See, I knew it's too good to be true." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Feelings getting all hurt. The brother and the daddy. Oh, okay, okay. Red flags. I love how his family took her and Jasmine. Yes, that was beautiful to see. That was beautiful to see. So what y'all think finna happen next? I almost kept reading. But I said, no, no, no. Need to stay in line. Don't do too much. Yeah, Prince is gonna cause some tension because of that debt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe so too. I just hope it don't mess things up too bad. But then we wouldn't have a book. If we didn't have conflict, if we didn't have issues, if we didn't have problems, then y'all would be like, that book was boring. We need that drama. We need that little that little bit of tension to make the book interesting. So for Sunday, we want to try to read up until chapter 15, which is pretty doable. I know I kind of rushed you guys those first two check-ins, but now we should be at a good pace to finish up the book by the 22nd, where we will come together on a Zoom link because I want you guys to be able to talk and interact. This was the quickest way um, to just kind of do like a little check in because I wasn't sure how many of you guys would want to do this. But I also wanted to be able to save this live so that those that couldn't tune in at this time, because it's not lost on me that people got other stuff going on. They might be at work or they might be putting the kids down or whatever. But I want them to be able to come in and just kind of see what we're talking about, how the book's going, and then also about just about the book club and what I'm trying to do, the direction that we're headed. Do you guys have any questions for me or any other questions? Let's do questions for me and any other closing questions for the the book, because this is supposed to go to 8:45, so I want to be respectful. I had two different times in two different places, so let me just say that, because initially I was going to do Zoom and then I changed it to YouTube. But anywho, questions for me, closing questions about the book, or maybe you have some, you want to clarify some things that's in the book. This would be the time to do it before we close out the live. And this tea is good. Let me show y'all the tea I'm drinking. Oh no, I would have to stand up. So, so I am drinking a herbal CBD tea. Time to go night night. So I'll be hanging on until 8:45 or until we answer questions or just make sure everybody's in a nice good place cuz like I said before, I cannot stress it enough. This book club is not supposed to stress you out, girl. This is supposed to be your little safe comfy spot, okay? Where you just kind of dip in, do a little 1 2 and go about your day. Come in, get you a little, you know, whatever's going on, or talk about the book, or don't talk about the book. Talk about, you know, listen to us talk about the book. It's not supposed to be stressful because we're getting into cuffing season. Is not just about being with a a loved one, a partner. It's about just really getting into the weather's changing. I don't know what the weather's doing where you guys are at, but in North Carolina, it's calming on down. You can tell it's getting darker earlier, and so we're gonna cuddle up with these books. Football season is on, so I know some of the girlies, y'all are into football, and y'all watching it right along with the counterparts. But for me, this is my time where he's watching the game and I can read my books. That's my cuffing season with my candles, with my nice warm drink, with some cover, just some peace and quiet. I love it. This is my time. I love the fall. It's my favorite. Yes, yes, yes. So just even if you couldn't do it with this book, maybe for the next book, you can think about what can you do to continue to carve out time for yourself. Because at the end of the day, we all we got. So you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And if that means if reading your books makes you happy, then we need to figure out how we can get to that. Cook them kids some oodles and noodles and go read your book, girl. I don't want to get off subject, but I love me a good hair store lip gloss. They're gonna do it every time. Got me one in each purse, in each room, different flavors, and I love them. I will give y'all a preview of the playlist, but I don't want to get flagged. I don't want my live to get flagged. But make sure if you have Apple Music that you do check out that playlist because I'll be adding some songs as we move along. Yes, do not buy that expensive lip gloss, girl. That beauty supply lip gloss is just what you need. But before we close out, I want to make sure that you guys feel good about the book and the reading plan and what we're doing, what we have going on. There are any questions, any because that kind of like I don't know. I just worry about that. Like I feel like I know what's going on, but do they know what's going on? How things are going to work? So just to recap, we are reading to chapter 15 on Sunday and then to chapter 20 on by Thursday of next week. And then we're going to do another live and talk about, what's going on now. We're going to talk about that. And then that following Monday, you will read the rest of the book. And then we will hop on a Zoom so that we can interact and talk with each other. The links will be sent out in the group me. That's my priority to put everything in the group me. And as I said before, I'm going to the intention is to put it on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram as well. So if you catch it there, you can see it. I mean, you can save it or do what you need to do to come into the Zoom. But you know what? For the Zoom, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to have we got to keep this one close. I'm sorry. For the Zoom, that would just be in the group meet and via email. We don't want to make that public. For the live, I said, if they want to hop in, they can hop in, but they ain't gonna know what we talking about. Or, they're not gonna be up to date. And make sure also, if you haven't already, that you are checking out my Instagram, my TikTok, as well as this YouTube channel for more bookish content. Yeah, because that's what I'm doing. In the survey, a lot of you guys mentioned that that you read 4 or more books a month. Before we log off, I'm just curious. What are you guys reading right now besides Priest? Or are you just reading Priest? Because that's valid too, because this is a thick book. This is a big one. For me, I am reading, what is it called? From the Hood with Love by Brianne Denay. I love me some Brianne Denay. Woo! I love her down. Okay. Yes, Illusion of Power. That I got to get into that one too because that's a thick one. C.M. Barnes. Okay. What book is that? Is that the author? Oh, I was like, Joseph, what book is that? I ain't never heard of that. Josephine by Beverly Jenkins. Okay, you can never go wrong with the OG. I'm telling you, I have to be careful with her books because she had you over there in the corner crying somewhere. Well, all right. I don't want to keep you guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Oh, Enigma. Okay. Yeah, that's a. Okay, I see what you're doing. Oh, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight for this live. I really appreciate it. And I want you guys to continue to take care of yourself the rest of the week and throughout the weekend. And I'll see you next time. Bye.